I'm now joined by our manager Keith Rowland. Thank you for joining me. A 1-0 victory today. What were your overall thoughts?
Yeah, that was hard work today. That was hard work, but I don't care. It's 3 points, and I thought we were quite passive in the first half, quite pedestrianised. I thought we didn't move it quick enough, and I just thought we needed to liven it up at half time. We brought Nobes on. He was aggressive going forward, and I just felt the first half we didn't run forward. We didn't commit people. We didn't beat on a 1-against-1. We didn't beat anybody, which we were good at down the sides of the pitch. We didn't get the byline, cross the ball in the box, and get a chance on goal. You know, everything about us wasn't there in the first half. I didn't want to put it down to nerves. I really didn't. And like I said, we changed it for the second half. I thought pretty much all the subs made a difference to the game. And yes, we got over the line in the end.
Benes came on and scored the goal. It's not the first time he's done that. He's done that at Hereford as well. So what did you make of his performance since coming on?
I actually didn't think he played that well when he came on. I thought that he should have made the back post twice in the game. I always say to my players, you know, the wide lads, the bookends, to make the back post for me. But he rescued the game for us. I wouldn't say rescued the game for us. He got the points for us, because I don't particularly think that Haringey played that well themselves either. So from my point of view, it was a stuffy game, but when we scored the goal, we could have scored a second one as well.
In the game, obviously in the first half we weren't as we normally are, so what do you think that was for?
I don't know. We can't be nervous. We said to them, you know, there'll be so much, like I said last week to Chris, there'll be so much swings and roundabouts in this league this year that we can't be nervous, you know, and what the two teams above us and ourselves are fighting for everything. And like, people around us are doing exactly the same, but between the three of us, you know, we're all working. The three clubs are really working hard to try and win games. It doesn't go your way, but you have to sometimes grind games out. And the thing I was a little bit disappointed with last week, apart from Taylor, which I'll talk about, was I thought we lost our discipline at the back a little bit, which we've been good at. And I just said to the players today, you know, what the players have been good for me is they've given me good shape going forward, as well as defensively, where we don't find ourselves outnumbered. And you know, last week I felt we found ourselves last ditching tackles too much, because we're chasing the game. We're chasing the game at 0-0 against a team who was on form, and we didn't need to. You know, we didn't need to. We could have come out of there with a draw. That would have made the Tilbury game look really good away from home, and that was a disappointing thing.
Do you think we maintained our defensive discipline today, having John and Matt back as well?
Listen, Matt, the skipper, is a massive part of the team. Again, I said that after the game last week and this week. At the end of last week's game, we ended up with, out of our 5 defenders we've got, who've been very good for us this year, bar the goalkeeper, the 5 lads, we end up with 2 fit on the pitch. So to get the skipper back in today again, he calms us down. He's composed, and like I said, the players have given me a happy medium in terms of their shape, and it proved again, like I said to them, you can't win a game in the first minute, but you can win at the last. We scored with 10 minutes to go, and I think it was about 5 minutes to go, and we could have had a second after that, you know. So I'm delighted with the 3 points. It doesn't really matter that we didn't play that well today. It doesn't matter, but I do think we need to be a little bit more fluid, a little bit more positive, and a little bit more, what's the best way to describe it? Fearless in that.
We saw Sam Park return from injury today. What was your thoughts on him?
Yes, delighted for the boy. At one stage it looked like it could have been the end of the season. He's come back in. We've been patient with him, and I said to him, you have to be patient with us as well. And yeah, I'm delighted that he's got onto the football field. He's unfortunately came into a scrappy game. We were hoping that he could have come into a better game for him, but we threw him on. Why not? And he's a good player. That's the most important thing. He's a good player.
And finally, we have Grays away next week, and not really the easiest of conditions. But what are your thoughts ahead of that game?
It doesn't matter. We go to Grays, and we still have the thought of what happened here against them at home. So we go there. We'll be determined. Again, like I said, we know we won't get it our own way, regardless of the conditions. The game's called off there today. Hopefully there'll be a full week of good weather. So we'll go there, like I said, and do our best. But obviously, I've got to say about Taylor, and obviously he's going in for an operation this week. The football club, you know, the boys gutted about what happened last week. We're disappointed what happened last week. We're gutted, and you know, we will all rally around him because he's done really well. Taylor, when he came in, great kid, great lad. He's really enjoyed it, you know, and looking back on the challenge, from what I see, we're all pretty disappointed in it. You know, I actually thought it wasn't as bad from the sideline, but it was a bad challenge, and so, but our thoughts are with him because he's going in for an operation this week. I have to mention it because as a manager, you've got due care to the players, so I have to manage it. I have to mention it because I've been here before, and we hope that the operation goes well for him. So everybody at the football clubs wish him good luck and fingers crossed from this week with his operation.
I'm now joined by Sam Park. Thank you for joining me. A 1-0 victory today. What were your overall thoughts?
Probably weren't the prettiest game of football to watch, but the main thing was getting the 3 points, which we've done. It was probably getting frustrating at times where sort of we had good possession of the ball, but couldn't manage to get in behind and create chances. But we kept at it. Daniel done well getting down the line, cut it back to Benas, and yeah, good finish. So yeah, 3 points.
This is the first time that we've seen you in a Brentwood House shirt since your signing. So how was it been to be back on the pitch?
Yeah, it felt really good. It's been frustrating being out for so long, especially when the boys are flying as well. It's difficult to get back in. But yeah, it felt really good to be back out there. Yeah.
How's your recovery and training been since training back with the squad? How's your recovery process been?
Yeah, it's been going well. It's been a long while. I think it was almost a year before I played, when I got a couple of games elsewhere, just to make sure I could get through the games. And yeah, back now. I've probably been training 6-7 weeks, feeling good again. So yeah, really pleased.
You came on and you looked really comfortable. What was sort of the messages from keeping Scouse?
Yeah, it was just sort of get on the ball, get us in the final third, get us playing a bit more, sort of create us more chances as well. No fresh legs in there can always change a game, and yeah.
And finally, we have Grays away next week. So what are your thoughts ahead of that game?
Yeah, it'll be a tough game on a tough pitch, but yes, same as today. You need to go there, get 3 points, and then move on to Saturday after.
Thank you.